Yeah, you boys are here, and tonight I have the extreme pleasure, guys, to welcome you back on the channel. And to do so, we're gonna deal with the Oberheim OBE from Gforce. It's been out since a year or more. It was on the Mac platform only, and then they just released an update with the PC version and some several goodies. One of them being the resize option. And so I decided to try it just like that. I own and love all the Gforce stuff. I said, okay, let's try it. And man, there you go. You have a video on it. You already know what it means. It means that I really, guys, encourage you to try this thing, and I wanted just to show you this bad boy. So the thing is that I ain't gonna do a plugin tour very deeply because there are already some great videos on it. The crazy thing about this synthesizer is that you don't have like several VCOs. You have several synthesizer in one. Okay, you add 8 voices. Think of it of one version of the Oberheim mono here, mono synth, right? You have 8 versions here. Okay, and then you're gonna interact with them. Each one can generate its own sound, and you can choose to stack them or just play like I'm doing right now. Okay, it's gonna play in a specific order, and you're gonna deal with that with this keyboard option here. That's crazy. So basically, they call it like a unique 8-voice octaphonic architecture, right? And the key here basically is that you have a way to trigger. They call it the modes, and you have the polyphonic, monophonic here, poly, monophonic, mono, legato, and unison, right? If I click on unison, look at that. Okay, all triggered at the same time. Okay, here, continuous, it means that each note is gonna be increment. Look at that. Look at that. This pattern, then this. Okay. Here. So the next is gonna be here. Okay. Next is gonna be here. You understand what I'm saying? Okay. So basically, each time it's a circle, right? It's circling around all the synths. Right now they're playing the same kind of patch, right? But you can like have a different sound on each note. It can be crazy. Something to experiment, right? You have a sequencer here, so you can switch here to view the sequencer. You can zoom at the sequencer here, which is really powerful. I was surprised by it. It's really great. You also have some rhythm pre-made and all that. You have a FX section here, and the stereo delay and the reverb are excellent. Particularly the reverb, I really like it. We're gonna talk about it on the Q&A. You can group each stuff, right? So basically here, for example, I'm gonna take off the keyboard here. If I want to lower all the fighters, let me just put the music on. Okay, for example, I can click on group, right? And now if I move one, now look at that. Now. Okay, so the grouping option here is really useful to basically to tweak everything at the same time. So usually, if I want to do the same patch, right, I'm gonna zoom on one model and then tweak from them in the group with the group option here. You can also one great thing. It's really well made, guys. One great thing is that you can also copy and paste stuff. Okay, so I can copy. Look at that, copy here and paste here the same model, right? So basically, you can. This is how you're gonna do it for this patch, for example. You're gonna do it and then create some small variations. I wanted to tell you about those variations. You can create it by modulating, for example, one parameter on one module. But I love this new features, right? The vintage one. So basically you have two things. You have the detune, which is gonna detune each modules from one to another, and it's not bad at all. Let me just make it here. Okay, this is the arpeggio, right? We're gonna detune it. Okay. Okay. Now listen to the vintage. Crazy. You see, crazy. Listen. Ooh. Sorry, guys, I'm starting to get crazy. Okay, I love, guys, Gforce. Big up for this bad boy here, the vintage knob. What it does is basically, let me check my notes to really tell you the exact term, envelope calibration. Yes, this is what you're hearing. So basically, the envelope calibration is messed up on the per module basis, and especially on the arpeggiator. This is why I made this quick bit for you guys, because on the arpeggiator here, I'm arpeggiating like the notes, all right? And so it's triggering each time it's moving, like I told you, right? So the vintage really take advantage for that. So you're gonna have the same chords, but you have something like evolving in time, because it never plays the same module twice. Look at that. This, and then here, then we're gonna start here. You see that? Then we're gonna start here. Then we're gonna start here. You see, that's beautiful, right? And this is why I chose the arpeggiator thing. So yeah, I ain't gonna mess with the quality of the emulation and all that, because it's top notch. I'm gonna just like make a small Q&A with the Gforce guys, and then I'm gonna play you some presets, because this is what I've done the whole day. Right, guys? So yeah, let's go for the Q&A, and then I catch you back later for just playing and fun, guys. Okay, here we go. So I hope you enjoyed the Q&A, some great stuff as usual, and I want to thank the brands that accept to do some Q&As like that. I usually ask more questions or some other stuff, but some stuff like are not already inserted, or some stuff are confidential. So yeah, you have what I can post right now. So anyway, what I'm gonna do here is that I'm gonna insert one instance of this bad boy Gforce here. OBEEEEE. Let me just be sure to route it to my master. Okay, so this is the first things you're gonna hear, right? You understand what I'm saying? Let me just check the levels, right? Okay, we're gonna lower it just a little, my friend. Like 3 dB. Let's do it the professional way, guys. Let me check. Way too much. Myself at 12 here. It's enough for me. Okay, that's okay for you guys in YouTube. Here we go. So here, each time I'm gonna try a preset, and I'm trying it with you guys, you're gonna have a look at these settings and how it handles the voices. For here, you have a unison. It means it plays everything at the same time. There's no cycle, right? Listen to this thing, guys. I'm just gonna... Just gonna play and talk if I need to talk. Next preset. Okay, typical cycle. So, listen to this thing, okay? This is module 1, and you hear the level, and it's pan left. So the second note you're gonna hear is gonna be hard pan, and it's gonna be certainly the module 2 here. And we on the poly mode, so I'm gonna keep the first note and second note on the right. Understand the concept, my friend? Listen to the quality. I'm gonna make you hear listen to the reverb, which is excellent. Okay, you have several presets. Okay. Slapback, small, medium, large, huge. That's really huge. Not for dispatch. Slapback. Okay, the great thing here is that you can choose to scale it. Let's put A minor like that. Look at that. Okay, gate. We're gonna... like that. Okay, if you choose to transpose here, I can change it when I play the notes, right? I can play the notes right now. I'm gonna make you see the keyboard. Oh, let me just like here. Now you hear I transpose it. see that? There's several also rhythm, look at that. And you can also look if you have created a good. Just stop it. You also can zoom the whole thing here for the arpeggiator. You can lock it, meaning that you can change the preset and it's gonna lock to the MIDI sequencer, right? So that's a good thing. Let me try another preset. Okay, 2 models playing. On the left, model 3. You see how beautiful this is? And guys, let me show you the CPU meter here. Okay, this one is pretty consuming right now. But basically, look at it. If I press play here. 20% like that, but usually here you see the bass. I used to be like minus 20, right? Here the percentage here is bigger because I started to insert several effects and all that. But basically the real CPU usage is real lower, right? Okay, don't trip about those numbers. It's gonna be like between 10 to 20 maximum. You hear it. This is the first run here. Instrument 5 here. Okay, if I play like a very rich chord, it's 23. So this is like CPU wise, I was very scared of something like crazy demanding on the resources, but nope, guys. So good job, guys, from Gforce. Respect for that, because we're talking basically 8 synthesizers here with effects. Man, I love that. Okay, when you hear some sequence, you gotta hit play to hear it. Let me just mute. Let me mute the bass. Yeah. Man, let me tell you something, guys. Okay, there's a lot of synths around here. Okay, great sense. Usually the differences are minus. The thing for me, the key factor for me is inspirational or not. The quality of the presets is very important for me, especially when I'm producing. When I do some pre-production, I go sound designing, guys. But the thing is that my main factor to use a synth or not is it's his ability to sit on the mix, to sit on a track. I mean, sometimes it can be complex and be messing all around. Sometimes it can be complex and be just straight into the mix. This Oberheim here, the OBE, is just checking all the boxes in it. Something really simple to integrate in the production. It just sounds right, guys. Okay, next preset. Deep bass, let me hear it. Just one module, guys. So don't be like biased because you're gonna say, hey, well, this is normal. It's a big sounding synth because we have a lot of voices, guys. Only one here used. Listen to the filter. That's a fucking beauty, guys. Okay, this is what I wanted to show you. there's a fucking drum mode. To access it, I think it's Control D or Alt D. I'm gonna double check it and put it on the video, on the editing. But basically, what it does is that it goes on a drum mode, and each, look at that, 1, module 2, module 3. Basically, each module is gonna generate and be mapped on one note here, and basically, you have one sound per module. If I go on the first module here, the zoom, I zoom it, the kick here. You can look at that. You can load here and load some presets. There's a lot of presets here. Okay, so that's a great thing. So for example, if you go on the user and you start making some modules, you can load them here, for example, for your drums. Okay, and for example here, if I need the reverb on it, look at that. On the FX here, you can choose the reverb to be applied here. For example, for the reverb, it's only for the here for the upper modules, right? Look at that, upper. I can get both or only lower, so I can put both, and now you're gonna hear it on the kick. You clearly hear the frequency modulation here on the reverb. Look at that. Okay, if I want it only for the upper things here, you have the snare here. You can zoom it. If you want a clap, something like that. Like that. Let's put a reverb on it. Like that. Okay, so probably I will, look at that. I can copy here the snare, okay, and then move to, for example, module 5 here, and I paste the snare, right? So now, if I go there, you hear it with the delay and the reverb, right? So I can have only the kick dry. Okay, you see the mechanics behind these things, all right? You understand the thing. So it's pretty modular, basically. Okay, modular in the sense of optional routing, right? So it's really well thought, guys. I mean, yeah. This is the perfect balance between future packing and ability to use it very fast and easily. Next preset. Okay, so don't forget the drum mode. Yeah, it's really great. Okay, I can see myself using this for the secondary rhythms and all that. I love to play the lows note. This richness, guy. So you see, you have the detune here and the vintage. I'm gonna play the same note. Again. I love it, guys. Another sequence. Okay, it's pretty low. You just put a global tune here, which is very handy. Okay. next preset. It's a Pulsy one. It's screaming analog for me. This is the sound on my hand, right? Listen to this, man, boy. Man. Unison. So basically here I'm just using like the Alpha patched V2, which is basically a kind of best of, something like that. But you have all those bad boys here. Basses, drum mode effects, etc, etc. So you have everything. You can choose to use like this type of presentation, or you can use tags here. And you can select multiple by using control right. I like to use the factory here. And basically, I'm gonna continue here showing you. Listen to that. This simple section here is just crazy. It reminds me a little of what Roland did. On his sense, you had the ability to place the partials. They call it the partials, right? So all people that are familiar with Roland stuff gonna understand this concept really easily. And listen to that. That's dirty, dirty, guys. Rock your lead. That's a fucking unison, guy. If I stick off unison here, I can play continuous here. You see the cycle? You hear same note here. You see how it can be fun if you start to play some stuff. Look at that. I'm always playing the same note, right? It can be very handy if you use the sequencer here. I'm playing C4 each time, look at that. But I'm cycling. I play here with the velocity. Well, I can play on the Pro module, look at that. The third module, I'm gonna lower the... Same here. Here I'm gonna open it. When you do something like that, it can be even funnier here. If I move, look at that. The parameter, you're gonna see it. If I put another step length, but I ain't gonna do like a pair one. Only 3. Can swing it. I'm cycling here. You get the idea, guys. Tell me if it's not Blade Runnery. Another groove. There's the swing here. Smooth. Same. Man. Okay, I'm gonna C4. I'm transposing with a note I'm playing here myself. I go back. See that? Go back C4. Now. No glitch, no nothing, just like it's really, it's just made right. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm literally, I get this since like yesterday night, right? Just playing like that, and I'm discovering it with you guys, and basically it just sounds beautiful, guys. And don't give me, man, I tried the other ones, the Plugin Alliance, the RTR, which are great, the mono synths and all that, but if you want the Oberheim sign, there's only 2 brands that offer it. You have the OPO and this one. For me, it's a personal. Don't trust me, just try it, guys. The other one is the OPX Pro here, which is beautiful also. Sonic Project, okay, OPX Pro 2, another option which is excellent, but it's not like several modules like that, you know. Let me stop this bad boy. Betamaximus. Those sounds alone can carry a scene on a movie. It's just, guys, I swear, when I played all the day with it, the birds on my garden starting to sing with it. I'm serious. Each time I play some music, they get into the party. Jokes apart, nowadays I tend to do a lot of mixing work and all that post-production, right? And the world is really stressful right now. I'm telling you the truth. I'm really impacted by what's going on in the world right now as a father. And I forget, I swear, I always forget that just give me a keyboard and inspiring instruments and all my stress goes away. It's really a therapy for me, as many, I think. The music, the energy that comes from the sound. And so I encourage you guys to spend some quality time like that. Don't be obsessed by productivity and all that. Just spend some time with yourself and a great instrument. And this Oberheim is just sounding right, guys. I swear. Really, you know me, guys, okay? I didn't plan to do a video about another sense, you know. I'm more on the effects and all that. But another sequence, Escobar, open brass. But guys, I had to share this with you guys, in case you skipped it, right? You see the cycling? I just love those. Don't be biased by the volume because I hit really smoothly on my keyboard, right? It can be louder like that. Okay, don't be biased if you see some difference between patches. This is just your boy Zo playing like a smooth operator. I just love it, guys. Man. Another sequence, let's go. Oh, that's funky. Okay, so basically you have some basses here. I'm gonna do a quick tour. Solid, you got some solid stuff. I swear I hear some Moog tourists here. Okay, no gimmick, I like it. I'm cycling here. You have a lot of drum kits here. You have some effects. Belly in the distance. Mono stuff here. So basically you're using only one module. Not only one module, but it's just monophonic, right? Poly movement here, you have a lot of modulation going on here. You have some poly pads here. You have this one, which I love, the Betamaximus. Carpet pad. Burning out. When you see V2, this is a new preset. I think there's 700 presets, right? Okay, don't be biased. Each time I play like one note for you to appreciate the quality. But if you start to play some chords, it can be crazy. Poly Pluck. This is the one. This is the one I used here. Basically, let me show you what I did when I was playing with this bad boy. Sorry. Here, the bass. Okay, you have it here. Of course, I lo-fi it. You can take this preset I made. This is my preset for the lo-fi bass and keys. Without here. That's clean. Same with the bass. For the bass, here, the carpenter's bass here. What I do usually, this is another trick I gave you guys. This is my secret weapon here. Okay, basically, if I take it off, listen. So usually I use this filter and I drive the things. Okay, it's less deep and all, but it sits better usually. And the drums, I can put some I was playing with this bad boy also. So I can go on and on and on. I wanted to make you hear more presets, basically, but I ain't gonna do that. You know why? Because you're gonna do it, right? So basically, when you're gonna demo these things, you're gonna have access only for the patches, the alpha patches and the alpha patches V2 and everything here. It's gonna be like not accessible, right? But on the alpha patches here, you're gonna have each patch you're gonna see there. It's gonna be present on those things, right? So you have a good opportunity to see what's going on. You have everything, a patch from each sections and all that. Unison chord, unison mono, split. Let me show you the splits things. Split mono, bass and cool lead. You have a split here. Look at that. Okay. Split position. I can move it. Okay. So you have the bass here. And when you see the split here, look at the color here, you see it here. So basically the low part is those modules. And then here, tell me it's not epic. Touch on my keyboard. I'm sorry guys, I'm using a small keyboard. Yeah, you see the concept between the split things. Let me just it can be like yeah, my friend. So the splits are very cool stuff. You have split mono, split poly. I like it. The dreamy. The split unison. I'm wondering if we can trigger the MIDI sequencer, but only for one part. If it's not the case, I think it's not the case. Definitely I'm gonna put it on the future request. Especially when you're on split mode, right? Okay, let me check if I forgot something. The unison stuff, the sequencer stuff. Okay. No, I think we got it. We got it all. Every style. Yeah, the sequencer. The chords. The chords, it's really too much for me. 'Cause I don't know how to play chords. 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 I don't So you either check each one. You can do that to simplify. You see the ability to simplify the things. You hear the pew? Yeah. Model 2 tier. I'm gonna put it in the center. So yeah, pretty quickly you can do that. I can do that, and then can do that like this. Okay, one thing I just noticed is that they jumped. Here the value jumped. So basically, an option to be able to group the things with the offset would be great. Like that. Next one, let me see. You see the richness of the Sphinx. You can do anything. I really like the poly pad. The Pluck are really great. Really great for sequences. I like this one. Let me just use like the scaler. So basically, I'm gonna trigger this one, and I'm gonna say the Oberheim here are gonna be fitted with this screen capture stuff. Always messed up my things. So basically, let me just use like scaler here. You see what I'm doing? You see the chords here? I'm gonna keep strumming, but I'm gonna do like a random thing. And I'm gonna change maybe the... I'm gonna put it slower here for you to listen. And I'm gonna play you some plug, and we're gonna stop here. Let's move. This one is smooth. Yeah. I'm gonna stop here, guys. I'm gonna stop here because I gotta do a conclusion. Okay, guys, it's time now for the conclusion, my friend. Let me just resize this bad boy here for me to be able to write what I want to write for the conclusion. I'm gonna use the zoom mode here. Okay, so we're gonna start with the pros as usual. Okay, so the first things I'm gonna talk about, and I think we all gonna agree with that, is the fucking sound, guys. This thing sounds awesome. And basically, it's really difficult nowadays to be surprised because everybody tend to do the same things and all that. There's like a lot of effects around, blah 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 blah. What I love with this bad boy is that it's always classy, it sounds rich, and it sounds usable. Okay, basically, the track you hear, I just made it in 10 minutes like that, just because I was playing with just some presets and all that. So it's inspiring. And basically, yeah, the sound is just an invitation to play, basically, and the sense itself and the presets also. The second thing I'm gonna talk about, and it's really a concern for me, it's the CPU hit, right? Because a lot of time right now, when I try new plugins, especially ones that are really complex or deep or really like using a lot of features, basically I really feel that the CPU optimization is not on the menu, guys. Because they think that everybody got a great computer right now, so yeah. But as you saw that we can use a lot of stuff on the sessions. I got some friends that have some crazy sessions on templates and all that. I don't mind here because I'm old school, so I usually play a sound and bounce it in audio straight and then go to the other sound and all that. But yeah, it's a real concern for me when I'm on a rush on IDs and I stack synths like 3 or 4 synths on a row like that. So the CPU hit is really a good surprise for me. The third thing is the ratio, the complexity of use / ease of use ratio. I think Gforce really succeeded in this aspect. Basically, they made something that can be really complex on the results, but really easy to use. And it's of course due to the original design of the hardware, but also with the features and the goodies they added in the plugin side, which makes this bad boy like capable of crazy things in an easy way. Really important. The price, guys, it's not like you ain't gonna like, for the price. I swear that this bad boy sounds like a real synth. So for me, 99, I think it's in promotion, 99 is UK right now. I don't know, I don't remember the name. Livre sterling. Yeah, 99. It's. I think it's 149 or 129 in euros or something like that. But yeah, this is the regular price for not a regular sense. So for me, it's not expensive for what you get here. Okay, I really prefer to. We in a society right now when they try to make you purchase a lot of stuff, big bundles, but you ain't gonna use everything. I really prefer to buy like one cent here and there and use really focus on the quality and usage of these cents instead of having the big bundles, which I don't use basically. All the plugins. I just only use 1 or 2 plugins in the bundles. It doesn't mean that they're not great. It's just the reality. I cannot play everything. The fifth thing is the developer, Gforce. Okay. Those guys, I really like those guys because they're not like the newbies or just kids making plugins on their room. They have a sense of aesthetic. They really know this stuff and all that. So I really feel confident. I mean, I really put them on the, like UHE, like the guys from Sub2 also. They know their things, So yeah, you're really dealing with somebody. Some guys, and those guys only make synths, only makes instruments, so they're really dedicated to that. Let's talk about the cons. There's no cons for me, it's just future requests. The first thing I wanted is for the effects section here, I really wanted a zoom for the stereo and reverb, basically. Here, especially if you on this side, for example, on a laptop or something like that. Here it's usable, right? If I zoom here, but for the effects, it's gonna be like really difficult. The second thing, I would like a module follow. Basically here, instead of having to click each time I want to change something, I would love to play a note or something like that, and the module switch itself. It follows the note, right? Especially on the drum mode. When I'm tweaking stuff, I want to be fast, so I want to press the key of the kick, and it displays the kick module at tweak, the snare at tweak, the hi-hats at tweak, you know what I'm saying? So a module follow, it can be excellent. The last thing I wanted is, for example, I started to check the patches, and I find some patches I really liked, but I don't know in which bank they are, basically, you know what I'm saying? So please, Gforce, plug in the patch name and the bank here, or the bank first, and then the patch name, for us to be able to see where is the patch, right? So there you go, guys. So as usual, I really encourage you guys to try this bad boy. Don't believe me, try it and see first if it works on your system and if you're gonna like it. For me, it was a really great surprise and definitely one of the best synths you can buy right now in 2022. So be sure to check it. They have also some great stuff, the M-Tron MK2 and all that. They got some crazy stuff. I really use those guys in my last album that is still not out. You're gonna insult me. Lo-fi, I used a lot of Gforce stuff, especially for the strings and all that. And yeah, the stuff that integrates really easily on the production, guys. So as usual, feel free to like if you liked, sub if you want, and share if you want also, and be sure to try these things, and I'll catch you guys later for the next video. I hope you guys doing well, and stay safe and take care of you beloved ones. The boys are here. Bye bye.